Hey friends, let's go ahead. We're going to tap in for a general all signs reading here. So get in where you fit in. Go ahead, click that thumbs up button for me if you don't mind. Get this video circulating. Make sure to comment if things are resonating with you. Let's go ahead. So we have Abonimba Harvest. So I'm pulling from the African Goddess Rising deck. So some of you are getting ready to have that harvest season coming early, okay? You know, typically that takes place during the fall time, like during Libra season. But harvest is coming early for some of y'all, so get ready to celebrate. Oh my gosh, and we have Mama Jumbo, shine, okay, baby? It is your time to shine. Step into the spotlight. Don't be shy, okay? Look. I know even for me, it's funny with my readings. I mostly just like to do the camera showing the cards. And I'm like, I don't be wanting to show my face and stuff like that. So I've been trying to make a little bit more of an effort to show my face and not be hiding in the shadows and shit. So shout out to y'all for supporting me in doing so. But yes, like that is where your harvest comes in as well. When you are stepping into the spotlight, when you're allowing yourself to be seen, to be heard, to take up space, okay? So I might be talking to some of you that might be a little more shy or on the introspective side of things. Like it's really time for you to honor yourself. I heard honor the God in you, okay? There are people that need to experience you, people that need to witness you, the wisdom that you have to share, your perspective as well, I'm getting might be a little different from other people's. That's a good thing. You know, we should lean into different perspectives. We should lean into having our own personal perspectives challenged at times, right? That's the way that we actually grow and we evolve, by learning something different, okay? So there could be something that you're meant to teach other people through your perspective, through your own unique life experiences. I heard through your art as well, okay? So some of you are definitely creators out there. Like maybe you've been hitting like creative blocks, or you've been shy about sharing your work, because art is a very personal thing, right? It can be kind of sensitive thing. What does Erykah Badu say? I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, right? So some of you might be, I don't know if you have Pisces placements in your chart. You know, regardless, you could be someone who's very sensitive about sharing your art because it reflects a vulnerable aspect of yourself, all right? But there are going to be people that really resonate with what you do. There's going to be people that experience healing through what you do as well. Inspiration also, you know, maybe the way that you're showing up so boldly is going to inspire somebody else to do the same. All right. So I get some of you don't recognize like how much of a leader you are, how much of an influencer you are. You might not necessarily call yourself an influencer or be on social media or anything like that, but like you was influencing before influencers were even a thing, okay? Some of you are just really different. You're like ahead of your time. You know, you're kind of maybe a little quirky or something alternative about you. And you never really cared to confine yourself, to fit into a box, to follow the status quo, right? And that is what is going to bring in blessings and abundance for you through this harvest that is coming in. There could be something significant about the next 5 to 7 days for some of you, or even next month, the 5th and the 7th of February. Somebody I'm talking to could be 32 years old or 43 years old. All right, let's see. I'm also getting Ram energy. Got the little horns here, even on her. So Aries, Neptune and Aries, Saturn is, Neptune just moved into Aries this past Monday. Saturn is moving into Aries on February 13th, okay? So check the part of your natal chart ruled by Aries. That is where you are meant to shine, where you're meant to lead, where you're meant to be a pioneer, a forerunner. We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. I feel like you guys have been doing enough of this, to be honest. You've been getting your rest. You've been kind of, you know, behind the scenes, chilling, you know, getting lots of sleep. I just heard beauty treatments that you could be doing. I don't know if somebody just got like a chemical pill or something like that. Tis the season, okay? You know, I love me a good chemical pill. But yeah, whatever it is you've been doing, you're ready. I get that you're ready to come out of your hibernation mode. For some of you, it might even feel like spring is kind of coming a little early as well. Let's see what, come on, I said, we have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, okay? So you are meant to kind of be outwardly expressive and engaging a little more, okay? So get out, go do the things that are fun, that lift up your spirits, be around those people, those high vibrational individuals that make you feel good, that make you feel inspired and motivated, you know, self-assured, confident. Those are the people that you want to be around, people that you can be carefree around. You don't have to be so serious, right? You ain't got to be so serious. Let's see what else we got going on here. I know it's been cold. I don't know if some of y'all had experienced that ice storm or winter storm that came through. We had ice mostly here in Georgia, and it is cold. It's still cold. I had to go outside this morning. I'm like, good God. I was walking and the wind was blowing. I literally had a tear come from my eye. It was so cold. I'm like, I need to take my ass inside. Okay, so maybe you're not playing out in the sun, you know, fun in the sun, but you could play inside too. I just heard board games. Some of you could be into stuff like that, card games, video games, you know, dancing. I know that's something I used to do with my cousins when we were younger. We would always be making up dances, like my cousins, my friends, and stuff like that. You know, that used to be play for us. So maybe some of you, especially the creatives out there, might want to get into activities like that. Do we have anything else coming from this deck, Spirit? Your play is deep replenishment for you, okay? It is going to give you the boost of energy that you need. So when you step out and you're ready to shine, you're feeling strong, you know, in the way that you're asserting yourself, in the way that you're expressing yourself. We have inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your hearts, all right? So yes, you know, this is about tapping in to what you love to do. Right? We're getting ready. We're in Aquarius season right now. We're going to have a new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius. We're going to have a full moon in Leo as well this season. Leo rules the heart. So there could be something kind of leading up to this full moon here that is really giving you clarity on like what your heart desires, what your heart wants to experience. I just heard what your heart wants to express. All right, even going back to, like I was saying, the creatives. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit because you're creating from the heart, right? I heard that's how people know you better. Some of you might have struggled a lot with feeling like people really, truly know you. And maybe that sometimes is something hard to express through words, but I get some of you express it better through your art, through your craft. All right, so definitely lean into that. I heard parents, okay? So maybe for some of you, you feel like your parents, they don't really understand you. They don't really know you. Start creating. You know, hopefully they're open enough for you to share with them, or you feel comfortable enough to do so, and allow them to get to know you a little better. You know, this could be anybody. If you feel like, you know, I never have any friends. Nobody really gets me. You are not meant to be here alone, right? If you were, you would have been born on this earth all by yourself, but you weren't. Was it billions of people in the world? I guarantee you, you're supposed to have at least a good friend or two, okay? So yes, you know, even if you're not creative, I feel like everybody is creative to some degree, but even if you're not artistic, I guess, this can just be about expressing yourself. Something about the way that you dress, the way that you style your hair, your unique interests, being more vocal about those things as well. I don't know why I'm hearing Pinterest. Is somebody like creating mood boards or something like that? I don't know. But that might be a form of creativity for you. Like mood boards, you definitely got to be a little creative to, you know, make a little mood board, vision board. That could be a good manifestation tool for some of you. I don't know why I keep hearing friends, friends, friends. So some of you could be feeling very lonely. Aquarius season, duh. Aquarius is all about your community, okay? Including like your friend groups. So yeah, like, I don't know, get on Pinterest and look up pictures of friend groups and stuff like that and put them like on a mood board or something. You know, Aquarius is also that 11th house energy. It's a good idea to explore like online communities, clubs, organizations that are centered around things that you value, things that you are interested in. That's how you can meet like-spirited folks. Okay, we do have closure. There is something that you're walking away from here. You know, it could be, for some of you, like I said, like being in the background, kind of hidden in the shadows and whatnot. We're leaving that behind, okay? It is definitely time to be seen, to be heard, to be known. So you could be closing out a chapter where you have that deep sense of loneliness, maybe, because people don't really know you. Now, this could also be other things closing out for you. Maybe this is a job, a career path, a business that no longer aligns with you, relationships of any kind, whether it's platonic, familial, romantic, professional. Some of you could be moving soon, closing out a cycle in one environment and getting ready to move into another. End of an era, yeah. The end of the year of the wood snake. I think that's like mid-February, where we have the Lunar New Year and we're transitioning into the year of the fire horse. So we're kind of shedding those last little layers of skin here these next couple of weeks to make space for the new. What else we got? Spirits. Talk to me, talk to me. Yes. Oh, ouch. Career. Like I was saying, for some of you, there are going to be shifts in career. You could definitely be quitting a job, putting in that 2 weeks notice. Maybe some of y'all ain't giving no motherfucking notice and you like, I'm out of here, bitch. Okay, so for some of you, you could be really feeling the need to pivot into a different kind of career than you've been in for however long, right? So, you know, that could be why you're needing to tune into your heart as well. Your heart is meant to lead you on that path to like that next career for you. All right. I do see many of you kind of climbing up the ladder of success here. All right. So that's really exciting. You could be having some sort of harvest in the realm of career. That could be where you're meant to shine more. Some of you moving into these new opportunities, you will excel. You know, you will garner positive attention and recognition for the way that you show up, the way that you perform in the role. So that's definitely good to see. We also have animals here. So, you know, pay attention to the signs of synchronicities. Maybe you're seeing certain animals, having dreams. Y'all had a dream the other night. I saw the largest, and I just saw one of my angel numbers. Also 1414 could be an angel number too. But I saw one of the largest ladybugs I have ever seen in my life. I don't think ladybugs exist in that capacity. It was like this big. It was crazy. And I woke up feeling like, ooh, that's a good omen, because I always view ladybugs as good luck. Okay. And I was like, just the size of it made me think like, oh, like this is going to be like 10 times like the luck that, you know, a normal little ladybug would have. Okay. So yeah, you know, maybe you had dreams of certain animals. Maybe when you've been out in nature or just outside, you've seen like certain animals. You know, for some of you, this could even be your fur babies that you're meant to be connecting with a little more here. Animal spirits. All right. I don't have my animal spirit deck with me right now. Maybe I'll post a card on like my community tab or do a little short to see what the animal spirit is that comes through. Okay. But yeah, I know also I'm actually, if you're interested in reading, being a part of a book club, I am hosting a book club. We are reading Women Who Run with the Wolves throughout the year. So it's not like a super rigorous type of reading schedule. We're reading like 1 to 2 chapters per month, and then we're digesting together and discussing on the last Sunday of each month from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, virtually via Zoom. So if that is something you're interested in, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know. You can DM me on Instagram as well at The Mystic Model. I can provide you with more information. We just had our first meeting this past Sunday and it was amazing. Oh my gosh. Like, I just love connecting with women that are intellectual as fuck and soulful as fuck. And this is one of those types of reads where, you know, it's really gonna like bring that out of you or enhance that energy even more. So just being in the space with women like that, it definitely was just a beautiful start to my week. I just feel like my spirit was revived, the conversations that were taking place. So definitely tap in with me there if you're interested in learning more, and grab your copy of Women Who Run with the Wolves. In February, we're going to be discussing chapter 2. All right. So you have a little catching up to do, but the chapters aren't super long. All right. So let's see what else we have going on. Decks that I've used so far. African Goddess Rising Oracle, Work Your Light Oracle, Spell Casting Oracle. I'm transitioning now to the Price of Love Oracle cards. Let's see. So these are like relationship type of energies, messages. So we'll see what's coming through here. Whoa. Okay, follow your heart. Oh my gosh, look at that. And we have Inner Temple. Remember, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Come on now, y'all. I am not over here making this shit up. You see how these cards be flipping over, okay? You're getting a double message. Follow your heart, especially when it comes to relationships, all right? That's what you could be closing. Relationships that are based on history. Like, oh, you know, I've known this person for like 10, 15 years. Like, I'm obligated to be in this relationship with them. No, the fuck you're not. Like, I don't give a fuck if you've been with that person 30, 40, 50 years. Like, you're not obligated to stay in a relationship when your heart isn't really in it. When you're just going through the motions. When you feel like maybe this person doesn't really know you. Whether maybe they did know you at one point, the old version of you, but they don't really know the new version of you, or they don't really want to accept the new version of you, you're not obligated to keep that person in your life. That's one thing, like with relationships, especially long-term relationships, you want people that are able to like evolve with you. And even if they're not evolving with you, they're respecting your evolution, they value your evolution, and they love your evolution, right? You know, people that care about you, they're not, oh, you're different, I like the old you better. Fuck you, bitch. I don't like you at all. Like, how about that? So you don't have to say that. I'm kind of very fiery and I would say something like that. Oh my God, that reminds me of a moment I had in high school with my quote unquote best friend. She was always like saying shady shit. And one day it just like, Oh my God, I got so tired of it. We were in home ec class and she had said some slick shit to me. And I said, I don't even like you. And I said it real loud. The whole class was like, all right, record scratch. Man, I got sent to the principal's office. Like, my teacher was so confused because everybody was so used to me just being quiet and being chill and shit. And, you know, my fucking home ec teacher is just like in shambles. Like, I don't know. Like, why is she doing this? Like, she sews so beautifully. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm going to speak up for myself. And I got tired of that shit. So that's when I started getting my voice, like towards my senior year of high school. And yeah, motherfuckers, you're not finna play with me. So some of y'all, you might be activating that throat chakra, okay? Getting that popping, right? You know, your throat chakra is connected to your heart chakra. Speaking from the heart, speaking with courage, right? Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be an ass. Maybe I have handled that differently? I'm sure I could have. But at the same time, I think sometimes people need to feel it. Like, they need to hear you, like, roar is what I'm saying, okay? So some of you, maybe this is the newer version of you where, you know, you be popping your shit. And not just for the sake of popping your shit, but speaking your truth. This comes from your heart. You know, if people can't respect that, they don't respect you. The next 13 days could be significant. The 13th of February, Saturn in Aries, okay? Let's see, what else we got coming? Yeah, Cordis Road, Realville. Okay, that's what it says. I don't know if Cordis is somebody's name, is, you know, a road somebody live on, but this ain't Realville too. Like, this is about keeping it real. I'm gonna keep it a buck with your ass, okay? So, yeah. That could be what you're closing is, maybe an era where you just weren't as authentic, where you weren't as real. Okay, let's see what else we got going on, Spirit. Any additional messages from the Price of Love Oracle cards? This could be what you're closing out too. Manipulation, right? I heard guilt trip. People that might try to guilt trip you. Be mindful of some sort of manipulation on the 15th of February. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what the 15th of February is, right? Do you know? I know from personal experience. The 15th of February is Side Chick Appreciation Day. All right. So you talking to somebody and they ain't taking you out on Valentine's Day. Granted, it's not the case for everybody. Okay. But you might need to kind of check somebody what they got going on. Okay. Cause yeah, if they so-called real busy, even just busy to the point like, okay, maybe they can't take you out, but y'all can't get on the phone. Y'all can't FaceTime. I'd be a little red flaggy would be going off for me. But then they're, I could take you out the next day. Like, be mindful of that, okay? Now, it's not going to be a Side Chick Appreciation Day for everybody, okay? You know, for some of you, it's just somebody guilt tripping you because you're being real, because you're being authentic, because you're following your heart. I can't control you anymore is what I heard when you're following your heart and not subduing yourself to my wishes and what I want for you and what I'm projecting onto you and how I'm limiting you. No, you're supposed to live your life like this, not like that. Yeah, baby. Not the one. That's my not the one look. Because look, I be cussing folks out. Like, I will cuss you out so quick. Don't play with me. Like, the only people I be trying not to cuss out for real is kids. Because I don't feel like they be deserving that. Unless they just really, but wow, you doing some crazy shit. But I try to be gentle with kids. But adults, I don't really care. Look, you'll get over it. We have passion coming through. Okay, somebody trying to get a little freaky with you. That's why I'm saying be mindful of somebody that might be manipulating you with passion. But do they really love you? What the hell? It was a big ass bird just flew by. But do they really love you is the question. That bird is big as hell. And I don't want to talk about the animals. That's like what the fuck? Is that a hawk or something? Yeah, and it's just like circling around. So a hawk could be significant. Look up the animal spirit meaning of that. But yeah, somebody could be trying to manipulate you with a good dickin', okay, or that coochie, be yanking, right? But do they really love you? Okay, that's something you're gonna have to ask yourself, right? Now, you know, for some of y'all, I don't want to just read this as a complete Debbie Downer, because I did post this in a love reading recently, I think, where somebody trying to get freaky with you, like, I don't know, on Valentine's Day. Maybe this is a person you are following your heart towards. If your heart is in it, make sure theirs is too. Okay, I'll just say that much. Because just because your heart is in something doesn't mean that their heart is in it too. So yeah, I always tell, not just myself, even the girlies, my friends, protect your heart. Okay. Now, if you can go and have you a little passionate night excursion without getting your feelings all involved, that's one thing. But if you know, like, how you get, then it's best to just avoid getting yourself entangled in a situation that might not be what you really want it to be. The birds, somebody talking, and I just saw that big ass bird out there, I'm telling you. So something significant about birds. All right. But yeah, birds is chatter that's going on. Sometimes behind the scenes, sometimes behind your back, right? People talking about you. Maybe because you walked away from something, people could be talking about you. Bitch, I don't care. Talk about me. I'm probably the most entertaining thing going on in your motherfucking mediocre, miserable, boring ass life. Talk. Like, shit. So, yeah. That could be going on. Yeah, the book. Secretive conversations. All right. Also be mindful of sharing intimate details of your life. As somebody could be sharing your secrets with somebody else. Like it's the topic of hot gossip. Somebody could use your secrets as a form of manipulation. You think you being vulnerable with a motherfucker. The whole time they being calculated with you. Ain't a vulnerable bone in their goddamn body. What else we got going on? Some people could be talking about your healing journey with the caduceus symbol here. This is about healing. Especially like the spiritual healing aspect of your journey. People could be talking about. Yeah, this image is pulling from High Priestess, the tarot. So you could be a high priestess in your own right. You know, might not be formally like you initiated or something, but you and your high priestess bag, okay? People could be talking about that. That bitch, she don't really be knowing nothing. That bitch, she crazy. Ooh, she ain't talking to no spirits. Those just her imaginary friends. Bitch, I ain't never had an imaginary friend in my life. Not even when I was a kid. I know who I'm talking to. Not even since I was a kid. I know who I'm talking to. The child. Come on now. Some of y'all been gifted since you was a child. You just tapped in like that. Some of y'all could have a child. I don't know. People could be talking about that. I don't know. The child can also represent new beginnings as well. So, you know, closure, headed towards a new beginning of fresh starts. People could be talking about that. All right? Fuck them. Let them talk. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't realize you the goddamn celebrity around this bitch. If people talking about you like that, you're basically a celebrity. Like, that's why I don't spend my time talking about motherfuckers, like, especially people I don't give a fuck about. Because you ain't no celebrity to me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? That's why I don't talk about you, because who are you? But yeah, people, it's something, you must be real important around this bitch. Must be holding some weight around here for people, you know, they got something to say. Let's see what else we got going on, Spirit. Thank you for this tea, Spirit. Thank you. Yes, come on now. Beyond 3D. Sometimes events and situations are beyond what we can see physically at the moment. Now is the time to trust that there is more than meets the eye. Understand that the 3D world we live in is just one aspect of reality. And that's something you understand, High Priestess or High Priest. You know what the fuck is up. Other people, they don't see it. They don't got the 3D glasses like you do, right? Where you see into the spiritual realm. That's your third eye, okay? That's real active. Not for them. They only seeing with these two eyes. Shit, and they barely seeing with them. You know, you working with forces and shit that's out of this world, literally. Out of this 3D world that we live in. That could be why you feel like people don't know you or they don't understand you. You're meant to be connecting with more people like yourself. Come on, royalty. Adjust that crown. All right? Acknowledge the royalty in your DNA, courtesy of the divine and your ancestors. The blood that runs through your veins is made up of the same particles that creates our universe. Hold your head up high and display your crown, okay? Some of you, these gifts are ancestral. This is the Real Talk affirmation cards that I'm using. These last little set of cards, the Lenormand cards, okay? But yeah, you know, your people, you know, I read cards and shit. My people might not have read cards per se. You know, that's a little more quote unquote new age or whatever. But they probably, you know, had other gifts. I know my great granny, she had the gifts of like laying hands on people and healing them. Like I still get migraines, but I've had them since I was like a young girl. And I remember one time I was visiting her in Tulsa and I had a fucking migraine, kind of per usual for me. And I didn't want to take any medicine. I literally laid my head on her lap and she just like put her hands like on my temples. And I'm sure she was like praying or something, but it was just quiet. And I kid you not, like 5 to 10 minutes later, my migraine was gone. Okay. So, you know, you could have the gift of laying hands, or people in your lineage, the gift of prophecy as well. I just heard tongues. Like, I don't know if you like speak in tongues or something like that. If you do, you should like pray in tongues more often. Protected, come on. Imagine being washed over by magical waters that cleanse and protect you. Set your intentions and move forward without fear. If you are fully protected, what can stop you? That's right, nothing, not a goddamn thing, okay? We got this Florida water here. Some of you might be working with some Florida water or need to. You know, pray over your Florida water before you use it, that it be used for protection purposes, all right? But yeah, like you Gucci. Regardless of what people are saying behind your back, and regardless of how somebody might be trying to manipulate you, I heard it all falls at your feet. It doesn't touch you. It doesn't impact you. It doesn't affect you. So just let them do what they do. They're just wasting their time. They could be focusing on bettering themselves, healing themselves. seeking that wisdom that you are just so naturally attuned to. But no, they'd rather concern themselves with trivial matters and trying to control your life. They can barely control their own. Okay. Usually that's how controlling people are. Their whole life be a mess. And it might even on the surface look like it's okay. It's not. They shit in shambles. But they out here trying to dictate and control somebody else's life. Please. Worry about you, baby. Okay. Moving on to Angel Oracle, vulnerability. Come on. Tuning into the portal of your heart. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile, true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Come on. That's you. Okay, some of y'all might be empaths, highly sensitive peoples. Okay. The affirmation here, vulnerability is my strength. It's your strength. People in your past might have tried to make you feel like that shit was weak. They're weak. They don't have the ability to be vulnerable. Do you know how much courage it takes to let people into your inner world, to let people in to your heart, which can be very fragile, right? It can be broken. That's why, we call it heartbreak, because it can be broken. Maybe you have let people in on some of your frustrations, the things you grieve over, the things that have broken your heart. And like I said, they old fucking raggedy, chit-chatting ass go and tell, well, they going through such and such and such and such. Okay, and that's human. That's life. To sometimes be disappointed by life, by the people in it, right? And it's unfortunate when maybe you think you're sharing something in confidence or in a safe space, and somebody is using, your vulnerabilities as some fucking tabloid TMZ ass shit. That's on them though. Some people, they like to talk about others like that. They like to judge people. They like to feel high and mighty. They're so perfect. They've never gone through anything in their life. So I'm going to, sit and trash this person. Granted, they were, brave enough to be vulnerable with me. That person's a coward. Okay? Some of you have been dealing with or have dealt with cowards. They ain't got shit on you. Even the stuff that they know about you, you'll probably go and tell fucking social media. Yeah, so I've been through this. Ain't no shame in your game. Right? But these are people that keep their vulnerabilities wrapped tight and nobody knows. And this is just something that I keep to because they're cowards. They won't even go tell a fucking therapist who's basically under contract to not tell your secrets. They can't be vulnerable with anybody, let alone themselves. Do you know how miserable of a life that is? How empty that feels? How numb that feels? You're not alive for real. You're not alive unless you're really feeling things. And you, my friend, are a deep feeler. You are vulnerable, but that does not make you weak. Okay? Like I said, vulnerability is a strength. Come on, art. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. That's okay. Be sensitive. That's fine. Put it out there anyway. All right? Everybody ain't gonna fuck with it. That's not what the intention of sharing your art is for. is to be able to express yourself. You know, share your inner world, share your experience, share your journey. Everybody ain't gonna fuck with it, but some people will. Okay? More messages from the Angel Oracle. We got a flipper. Honesty. Come on. Oh my God, you're so pure. Just pure-hearted. Angel wisdom reminds you that your every thought, word, emotion, and action is reflected in your aura. When you are honest, your aura is crystal clear. Everyone knows where they are with you and feels totally safe. The angel suggests that you look within and purify any murky thoughts and feelings. When you are totally honest with yourself, you behave with integrity and dare to be open, for there is nothing to hide. People respect and trust you. As you radiate a resonance of honesty, people respond to you with open and honesty in their turn. The affirmation here, I am honest in thought, word, and deed. What the hell was that? Oh my God. A little rustle over there. Maybe that was a little confirmation. But yes, like you're open in thought, word, and deed. Like people could feel really comfortable around you. You might be one of those people where strangers kind of like tell you their business, and I'm like, well, I don't even fucking know you. Why are you telling me this? Because they can sense it in your aura, like how clear it is, how pure it is, how non-judgmental you are. You know, you've gone through your own shit in life, and you could be one of those people like, who am I to judge? You know, and that really prompts, not everybody, but it does prompt some people to want to be honest and want to be vulnerable too. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna do one last card from here. We've mostly been working in threes, except my first set of cards. Let's get one last Angel Oracle, and we'll pull from the tarot. We have patience. Trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you. And remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. All right. The affirmation, all things happen at the perfect time. Come on with the deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So for some of you, you might have felt like you were in a space of stagnancy, like things weren't happening. That was your resting phase. That's exactly what you were meant to be doing during that time. Maybe you've been out of a job. Maybe you've been in isolation, whatever you had going on. You were supposed to rest and replenish. But the cards is looking like you're getting ready to come up out of that, okay? So some of y'all, you finna get the new job. For some of y'all finna be more sociable, more active, meeting new people. You know, for some of you, this might have been a lull in your creativity where you're like, I'm not really feeling inspired. Like that dead period, that is for you to rest, to replenish, and then to get re-inspired, okay? So some of you are about to burst into action when it comes to your creativity here as well. All right, so beautiful messages. We're gonna mosey on over to the tarot, see what's coming out here. We're gonna tie this all together, wrap this up. Ten of Swords, I'm telling you, people talking. They got something to say, them birds. Yeah, literally birds, bird ass bitches. Niggas be birds too, okay? So you dealing with some birds. Definitely, you know, got a lot to say. So do your spiritual cleansings, get your spiritual protection up, you know, do what you need to do. When it comes to that, we have the Page of Pentacles. You finna get that money on, okay? That money opportunity is finna come through for you. That's that abundance. Where harvest, Albonimba, is coming through for you. Could be something in the next 10 days, or the 10th of February could be significant. This could be a new business that you're starting, a new project of some sort that's going to garner more revenue for you. Ooh, Four of Wands. Definitely a job that's going to help you have more stability, security, where, you know, it might afford you the ability to move. Okay, I did mention that for some of you. That's that closure coming through. You could be closing out from one environment. Literally, she's got a door behind her. You're like, I ain't never walking through this motherfucking door again. Moving on to my new place, my new home, my new apartment, my new condo. I just heard high rise. Okay, look, you big money out here. Some of y'all, shit, you walking into a relationship. Okay, people might have been talking shit about you. You might be like a single mom or father. People's talking cash shit. Don't nobody want them. They baby mama didn't want them. They baby daddy didn't want them. Oh, what was that shit you was talking? Somebody wants you, right? Somebody wants you. They're going to want to build with you, grow with you. And literally, they could want to grow a family with you. They might already have kids. It could be a little blended family type situation. If they don't and you got kids, they want to have more kids with your ass, okay? So, you know, anybody out there feeling like, oh, don't nobody want me, you taking on the projections of other people. Pipe down. That's not even your truth. That's somebody else's truth. And it's not even truth. It's fucking just projection. And projection is not truth. Okay. So, yeah. Some of your businesses are finna do really good as well. Lots of success coming from that. Four of Wands is a time of celebration. Okay, so you could be celebrating something here pretty soon. That's exciting. Let's see what else we got going on, Spirit. What are we celebrating? Nine of Cups. You're going to be living a life of luxury without a care in the world. Okay. This is that rest, that deep replenishment. Maybe for some of you, like moving out of this environment is going to afford you like more relaxation, right? You know, maybe some of you are striking out on your own if you live with family or you got a roommate or something like that. And you're like, oh, finally, I can do my own thing, right? That's going to be really good for you. The Nine of Cups is also wish fulfillment. So you got good things. You got, I mean, come on. You got a Page of Pentacles. You got the Four of Wands. You got the Nine of Cups. You got good things coming your way. All as a result of a Ten of Swords. So you might have recently gone through some sort of betrayal, a painful ending, where people had a lot to say about you. And you basically finna level up in their motherfucking face and shut their ass all up. They still gonna have shit to say. These people like this, they don't care enough about their own healing and evolution. So they're always going to find somebody to talk about. Even if that person is doing really well, they're gonna find something to say. Because they're miserable. Miserable wenches. All right, let's get this wrapped up here. Let me see. I feel like that was the Judgment card. Ooh, the Devil, right? Getting away from them toxic ass influences. Those miserable wenches. That's that manipulation you're getting away from. No more of that. Come on now. Temperance, you're healing, you're glowing, you're divinely protected, you're guided beyond 3D. You're working with stuff in the spiritual realm, protected. Come on now. Don't play with you. And then the Queen of Wands. Brilliance, shiny, glowing, like on fire here. The Queen of Wands, she shines. Maybe you got fire placements in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Finna be getting a lot of attention. You deserve it. You that bitch. That nigga, that guy, that girl, whatever you want to refer to yourself. All right. I love it. So with that being said, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonates at all, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, drop some comments below. Let me know what resonated with you the most. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.